What is happening, family? Just wanted to pop on and make another video. Been feeling really inspired to just show my face more, share my voice more, and just be more consistent with my videos. And yeah, so here I am doing the thing. Yeah, so the energies have been really intense lately. I'm sure you guys have been feeling it too, with the autumn equinox, and then on top of it having a new moon annular solar eclipse, which was super powerful for those of you who are really feeling tapped in and tuned in. I'm sure that you're feeling it as well. I'm still like integrating in all the energy, and we're still in the eclipse portal. I want to say the next eclipse is on the 28th, and it's a full moon partial lunar eclipse. Yeah, and then on top of that, we have Samhain, which is the witch's new year, which is October 31st. So those of you who are familiar with the Wicca, I believe, Samhain is the witch's new year and is marked as like an energetic beginning, like a reset. So with all of this being said, and then October is also numerology the number 1, because 10 is not a prime number, so you add the two together and whatever you get, it equals the numerology equivalence. So, or I don't even know if I'm using the right terminology, but you get what I'm saying. It's a number 1 for numerology, which is new beginnings, oneness, returning to oneness. And so I thought that that was very interesting too. So really feeling this like start of a new beginning coming in for us, and really feeling like all these like old programs coming up to the surface for me to really see and clear and cleanse and reprogram. So for those of you who may not know or maybe struggling to reprogram your mind, one of my most helpful techniques, especially when I'm having anxiety, because like anxiety is a tool. It's like that fight or flight response, it's part of that. And so it's a survival mechanism that our brain has and that our body has. So we're never going to be completely free of anxiety. But what we are going to do is learn how to master our minds to the point where anxiety is not controlling us anymore. We have to remember that the mind is a tool, and we cannot let the tool run us. Like, we have the power to use the mind as the tool to create magic, or we can let the mind control us and we can live as robots and live in a pattern and in a program. Or we can decide to quantum leap, step out of our comfort zone, face our fear, find out that it's all an illusion, and move forward. Okay? So one thing that's been really helpful for me is whenever I have a limiting belief or a limiting thought, or I'm having anxiety, really dissect it. Like, what are you thinking about? Does it make sense? If it does make sense, how can you shift yourself out of it? What can you say to make yourself feel better in the moment? What truths do you know that you can help yourself with in that moment? So for me, it was like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to pay the car payment or whatever. And then my mind started to go to catastrophe mode of, we're going to lose this and we're going to lose that, and we're going to be homeless and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to lose custody of the kids. Blah, 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 blah. Like, my mind just kept going in these circles. And so whenever I had these limiting thoughts, I'd stop myself and I'd say, no, I don't believe that. I'm not prescribing to that. And I've also done this with people that are talking to me too. You can do this with people that are talking to you. If they're telling you something and you don't believe it, make sure you write it in your mind. So I say to myself, I feel these feelings of being afraid of the unknown, being afraid of what can come, and not knowing what's next and not knowing what's going to happen. And I just really take a deep breath, send the breath to wherever the discomfort is in my body, and tell myself the truth. So one thing that's been really helping me through this whole entire situation is, and not trusting the unknown and being afraid of the unknown and being afraid of what's going to happen, is I am that I am. I am the creator of my reality. Everything that is happening to me is actually happening for me and for the greatest good. The universe is conspiring in my favor every moment to bring me exactly what my soul needs for its soul growth. I trust in the process. I might not know what tomorrow will bring, but God does. And God has my best interest always in his heart. If you don't believe in God, source, universe, whatever you believe in. When I first started this journey, I didn't believe in God. I always felt like there was got to be some kind of point to life, but I didn't know what it was. But, I didn't believe. And it wasn't until I had these really profound spiritual experiences that I started to actually believe. And now, I believe. I believe. And whenever I ever doubt myself, I think back to this one situation that happened to me that just verified everything. I had done a meditation called a puja ceremony with ancient Sanskrit mantras, guided by Dr. Stephen Greer. You can look him up. And it was to contact intelligent life and make contact. And anyways, the following night, I was visited by extraterrestrials. I had an experience with 3 light beings that were in a ship that was the shape of a triangle. And I saw in that encounter, the air shifted, and I saw the lines of energy that run through everything. I saw the fabric of reality. And ever since that experience, I cannot deny the truth of our reality. I cannot deny what I know so deep in my being. We are the creators of our reality. We are. And the more that we anchor into and believe that, the more malleable our life becomes. It's all about what we believe. We are so powerful as creators that whatever we believe, we start to manifest. So it's time to get really clear on what you believe and what you want to manifest into your life. And if you don't want to believe something, start telling yourself the truth. Rewrite your brain and write it down. One of the most helpful ways is to write it down. They say if you write it down 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and then 9 times at night, the magic of 369 helps you manifest. Just a trick. Just saying. I started doing it myself. We'll see if it works. But I do know that there's been so much magic in my life and so many things that have happened that I can't doubt it anymore. That I am the creator of my reality. We all create our own reality. Each one of us is living in our own reality, our own dream. And each one of us has the power to create in our reality. But it takes believing in yourself to do it. This is what Jesus taught. Believe and you shall receive. Ask as if it is already yours and it will be given. Be love, because we are all one. We are all one. This life experience has been magnificent, and I mean, I was just looking at my journal, like going back a little bit, and it was like 2018, and I'm writing, I think I'm an empath. And then in 2020, going, guys, I'm the creator of my reality. And then here we are now in 2023, and, just like, wow, like, what's next? So magnificent. I love you guys. You know what's next? I'm writing a freaking book. That's what's next. Love you.